Why are you single? Because of looks, introvert, and social anxiety. I have made absolutely zero effort to date for years now. Also not sure if I even want to. Getting bank up and keeping stress down. I am not ready for a relationship just yet. Still unloading baggage from the last one. I have no social life. Also working on myself. If I don't live up to what I want in someone else, then I shouldn't expect them to settle for me. I work too much and move every 6 months. Also, I have a goblin face because I am. Leave me alone, Mum. Mum still loves you regardless. My brain broke, then my heart broke, and now I choose to stay single until I have fixed myself. I am a pretty broken person. I cannot ask someone else to fix me. I am emotionally closed off, low self-esteemed, overweight, and work 80 hours per week. I have not looked for anyone and do not want to. There is no overlap in the people I want a relationship with and the people that want a relationship with me. I am too scared to initiate romantic relationships in any way, probably because of my body image issues. Because it is difficult to find a lot of people who truly accept me, much less want to date me. I am scared that my partner is lying about loving me, that actually they are cheating on me, and I do not want to be a parasite watching their phone without their permission. That is why. I enjoy being single enough that I will not settle for somebody I am not all that into, like I have seen most people in my life do. Pairing up just out of fear they cannot do any better, and going through the motions of marriage and kids together. That sort of life looks like a living hell. It is like giving up. I am 40 and single for the past 4 years. I tell myself that I am single because I want to fix my faults first. I am better, thankfully, but I am no longer interested in a relationship. I feel in love with myself. Solitude is no longer lonely. I am male, 28 years. I live at home with mum and 5-year-old son. That is why. Also, how I feel about myself and my life at the moment. I don't feel worthy of being dated. I do not feel ugly or self-image issues, just confidence in where I am at in life. I choose to be. Honestly, I like being able to do what I want when I want without having to make compromises. In a relationship, people tend to do things together, and that would annoy me when I just want to do my own thing. I do not know, man. I just want to give my love to someone. I do not even want to be loved anymore. I just want to hold and cuddle a girl. I have been on Tinder and Bumble for a week now, and in total 3 matches. I just do not understand, dude. I stopped dating a decade ago. At first, I did not want to be single. Now I cannot stand the thought of not being single. I listen to all my friends complain about their relationships, and I never have to deal with that. I have accepted I will end up alone forever, and I am okay with it. I feel you, although it is also about the good parts. Like you take the good with the bad. The lows are lows, but the highs are high. My alone feels so good. I'll only have you if you're sweeter than my solitude. I've never minded being single. Maybe when I was a teen, but generally, I've been fine with it. Relationships for me have kind of been like when it happens great, when it ends bad, but oh well. And if it doesn't, then that's great too. My sister thinks I'm picky, but I don't know. I'm completely fine being single, so why not? I don't want to make anyone change themselves or learn how to live with something I find annoying if I don't have to. I do not want to sound morbid, but past 5 years with multiple deaths throughout the family, I just kept on living, and I have always wanted a relationship. This year, I have made myself available and willing to talk and put myself out there. But another setback was when my dog passed away 2 weeks ago. I just feel like when I am ready to move on, something happens. The last guy broke my heart, but I am happier without him than I ever was with him. Me and my cats have a whole lovely house and garden to ourselves, and my job is going well. I love my friends and my hobbies and doing whatever I want to do. I am a happy little cat lady / spinster, so I do not really want to give all of that up for yet another guy who is just looking for a bangmate. I got a cat almost a year ago, and after that I do not feel lonely enough to find a girl to be in a relationship. I am happy. I appreciate my alone time. I have a lot of freedom, and I like doing whatever I want. I do not want to be at another person's time. I do not want to waste my time on anyone unless they are worth it. It took me a while to be this happy, so I am going to keep doing me until one day the person I want to spend my life with appears. Is it selfish? No, because it is what makes me happy, and that is what matters. I am seeing a lot of one guy, but I do not want a serious / long-term relationship with anybody. Why? I would rather just be accountable to myself and nobody else. I have no current interest in building a life with someone, but I give myself room to change my mind someday. I like to keep things casual / low pressure, so we can enjoy ourselves without any trappings, expectations, or society's idea of a normal chronology. It is easy to find a girlfriend, but difficult to find a wife. The amount of manipulation and toxicity that many, but not all, women in this generation are attracted to make it extremely infeasible to even pursue a relationship. A plethora of reasons, starting with poor mental health. A lot of my dates or budding relationships end when they find out I am a 26-year-old virgin. That is good for the self-esteem. I am a bit of a recluse. My social anxiety and high school was the stereotypical "you are fat." Out of high school was the "you only make this much, drive this, and you work thirds." The single life is a rut, but I love my rut. It does not hurt me, and it is warm after laying in it for so long. I am not even trying. I do not think other people find me attractive. I do not know how to get close to someone anymore. I do not think I am lovable. I also think that I cannot really love someone. Although I crave intimacy and all that, getting in a relationship and keeping it is so much effort, and as a naive person, I wish for a perfect relationship, which is simply not possible. I do not even want to try. Love is the worst. I know. Ironic because I have a girlfriend. Aunt fell in love with my giant uncle. He cannot even bother taking 5 steps to the kitchen to get a glass of water. All he does is eat, sleep, and play video games. That is it. Once I love someone, they leave. My girlfriend might leave soon, I know it. I do not click well with most men. I cannot really explain why. Not to sound quirky or anything, but yeah, I just do not relate to most men I meet. There is no chemistry, and when I do find chemistry, they are almost always emotionally unavailable. I think I have become that person too, because of too many poor experiences. Took myself off the market, so that also does not help. An ex-alcoholic, major, generalized anxiety disorder, severe depression, kind of cramped my style for a good decade. I had a partner a long while ago, pre-alcoholism. Mental health destroyed that. Now I'm doing great, but it is hard to get back out that I am a kind of isolated person in general. I like being alone at home. Because I realized she was emotionally abusing me and may have groomed me, but I feel ashamed because society has told me that men abused by women need to just accept it. Then when I started taking care of my mental health, she threatened to call the police because she did not like my energy and felt unsafe, so I could not stay with someone who I make feel unsafe. I still love her, but I mourn the death of that part of my life. Started down the incel route. Finally got out of that mindset at 35. I'm nearly 40. Couple that with mental health issues and yeah, tried internet dating when I was younger and found it so depressing that the thought of going back to it makes me recoil inside. Yes, I fantasize about being in a relationship or otherwise not alone, but I guess I'm just fed up with it all. So currently not looking, not even interested in looking. I will just keep plugging away at sorting my life out instead. I have no friends. I sit at the lunch table by myself, go on field trips with no friends to hang out/sit with. I have straight arse, but I am dumb and cannot remember anything due to my mother's short-term memory loss. I have bad discoloration on my face. I do not think before I speak. My parents are very strict. I generally have low self-esteem. I am trying to lose my belly fat. I do not want to date until I like my body. I am emotionally ruined by a guy who kept me on the back burner for years. Low self-esteem. And the fact that online dating is trash and is inherently based on looks. All of the attractive ones are players and the rest make me feel like a bad person because I rate them low on looks. Then my friends tell me to lower my standards. But when I show them the guys who like me on dating apps, they are always like, oh my god, no, so it is lose-lose. At first, it was mainly shyness and anxiety and thinking I need to catch up. 35 years old and still no driver's license, seeing how expensive it would be to deal with a car, and many women I know need a guy with a car. Eventually, I get to a point that I am not so much scared of the no but of the yes, knowing I am a bit of a pushover and having to meet up with expectations. Now X turned out to be an attention-seeking whore. She seated guys, met with guys, slept with many of them, blamed me for not giving attention, tried saying they were just friends. I texted a few of the guys and got confirmation. She went back to her ex. 2 weeks later, some of the guys let me know she was still hitting them up. She cannot stop cheating. I feel bad for any simps that stay with her. My last meaningful relationship lasted 6 months. She had a change of heart and wanted to be with her ex. The one before that, I had ex-fiancé and we dated 7 years. She broke up with me and gave the ring back. I had to pay the 15% retainer fees on all the places we booked for our wedding. It has been 6 years since last meaningful relationship. I have tried Tinder, Facebook dating, or Facebook version of Tinder, and OkCupid. Dating apps are bad. I have had over handful dates. They were fun, but nothing serious and nothing. I have tried to go for a long time, female close friends, but me, back in the close friend zone. I am 38. All my friends are married with kids, but most gave up and settled just to get married and have kids. That is no way to live life. Being pressured just because your friends and family continuously annoy you with, when are you getting married and having kids? I have little to no debt, paid off house, paid off car, and enjoy life. I would rather have a simple, single, and boring life instead of a life filled with drama that I don't need. I prefer not to talk to girls anymore. I only properly feel comfortable if I know they would never date me. I have specifically told someone this incredibly awkwardly, just so I would feel alright in my mind talking to them. Or if they have got a boyfriend. Otherwise, the looming thought of a possibility lingers over my mind every night. I would probably never ask either. Girls who are friendly with me sometimes feel too pretty or too kind. It scares me. I am not sure why, but I think it has something to do with me being in denial of some kind of thought. Seriously though, some people are too kind. Girl asked if I was a model multiple times, and it just puts me in a whirlwind of conflict in my mind. I do not know what to think about my situation in this anymore though. I think I have kind of gotten lost to the whole dating thing. But time will tell, I suppose. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe.